Tremendous transformation in water provision as part of the war against the spread of coronavirus.
We had quick interventions to help the people in informal settlements.
93 boreholes in 3 months.
Imenisaidia sana juu siendi mbali kutafuta maji.
In this special documentary, the journey of that transformation.
In the first incident, we had water drilled, sunk, running out in a record 2 weeks.
The stakeholders and what it means to livelihoods and the entire war against COVID-19 pandemic.
Members of the press and fellow Kenyans, I want to inform you that the Ministry of Health has confirmed the first coronavirus case in Kenya.
This is the announcement that brought the reality home, with President Uhuru Kenyatta later making it clear that the disease was a big challenge that required solidarity and the support of everyone.
Make no mistake, we are at war, and we must be together if we shall win this war.
Use of face masks in public, social distancing, staying at home, sanitizing and washing hands are some of the key measures the government enforced in line with the World Health Organization guidelines.
Every shilling we save in salaries and allowances is one that we shall use towards face masks, medical supplies, specialized equipment to support the most vulnerable members in our society through the provision of water and food items, and in support of any other initiatives needed by our nation in this war. To that end, I have also directed the Nairobi Metropolitan Service to not only continue, but to expand their provision of free water to all our informal settlements.
Following that directive, the Nairobi Metropolitan Service, in collaboration with the Ministry of Water, Sanitation and Irrigation and Athi Waterworks Development Agency, swung into action to ensure the vulnerable in the city have access to free, clean water. That led to the implementation of the independent water supply projects in informal settlements.
We had to intervene. First and foremost, informal settlements were completely cut off from water. There is no water piping in some of the settlements at all. Just look at Mukuru, Kibera, there's no water at that time.
We were allocated Kenya shillings 620 million in the last supplementary 2 budget of this financial year. And that is the money that we are spending in doing those works.
The implementation of the initiative has been going on in phases. Phase 1 saw completion of 51 boreholes, the second one 42 boreholes, making it 93 by the end of June 2020.
The component we were doing is 1, sinking the borehole itself, developing the boreholes, providing an elevated steel tank, reticulating the water to the consumers, doing the water kiosk, power connection, and at the end of it all, having a powerhouse that will be able to supply power to this system. So it is a complete community water project that is independent of the normal water supply in the city.
I have not fallen short of being told by some of my colleagues that it's taken 24 months to drill a borehole, to equip it, and for water to run. In the first incident, we had water drilled, sunk, running out in a record 2 weeks. It means, therefore, working together, we are able to do so much more within such a short time, as has been demonstrated with the emergence of the COVID pandemic.
NMS is catering on one of the transferred functions, within Nairobi County. So we have to collaborate because whatever budget that we have for water services with the current shortages was not enough. So we had to work hand in hand with Ministry of Water in order for us to achieve our objectives. Athi Water within the metropolis is actually the implementing. They are the ones that lay the infrastructure for all the water within the metropolis. All the metropolis is the larger 5 counties. Nairobi Water is the administrator. They are the ones that charge water, distribute water, and so forth. So we had to work with these 2 bodies and Ministry of Water in order for us to be able to achieve our target.
We have over 14 million liters per day that has been brought into the informal settlements across the city, targeting about 750,000 people daily.
Beneficiaries are happy. The free clean water is changing their lives.
Chimbuliwa hapa naona inatusaidia sana, sababu kama mimi ni mwanabiashara na nikienda kununua maji mahali kwingine na ujua mtungi shilingi 10. Sasa wakati nakujia hapa naweza kufanya kazi yangu mzuri na naona inasaidia sana hata kufua nguo.
Initially we've never been getting water very closer to us, and again water has been coming but not clean water. We've been also paying exorbitantly 20 liters jerrycan for 20 shillings, but at the moment we are now getting ease because the water is just within the community.
Wakati mwingi saira hatuna maji, tunaenda kununua maji 41 juu huko ndiye kuko na boho, lakini sasa tumesema ni asanti juu ya hii maji, juu hatutakuwa tukienda mwenendo mrefu, tutakuwa tukishotea hapa karibu.
Maji ilikuwa inatolewa mbali sana na maroli, na kama una uwezo wa kununua mtungi mmoja shilingi 30 ama 40, unakuwa sasa hauna maji baka ya kunawa hata ya kunywa. Lakini sasa shinda hiyo ya kijiji hiki ikatatuliwa tu wakati hii borehole ilichimbwa na ikawa inatoa maji.
Cynthia Mora is a vendor in Lunga Lunga slums. She sells chips to earn a living. Her business requires utmost cleanliness. And guess what? One of the water kiosks is adjacent to her area of operation.
Kitambo tulikuwa na challenge ya maji sana. Kwa siku nilikuwa natumia 30 bobu kununua maji. Lakini tangu hii tanki letu hapa nyuma yangu nimefaidika sana. Sasa wateja wangu at least sasa hivi wanaona nikiwa msafi. Maji iko hapa nyuma yangu, sinunui, naweza tumia vile nataka.
Na hii itasaidia sana kupambana na hii janga la corona na watu kuosha mkono na kutumia kupata usafi. Ziko Kibera, ziko Mukulu, ziko Gitari Marigo, uko Kagemi, Kawagware, Lirota, Mathare. Tumejenga hizi miradi kila mahali. Hapa Mukulu ziko visima 9 tofauti kila mahali. Mukulu kwa jenga primary hizo.
And for us to get a much clearer picture of the components of each of the projects, we now join Boni Nyandwaro, the manager in charge of waterworks infrastructure at the Athi Waterworks Development Agency.
This is Our Lady of Nazareth primary school site. Yes. On this site we have a borehole. The borehole is about slightly over 250 meters deep.
250 meters deep?
Yes, yes. And is opening the borehole. Inside the borehole we've installed a pump. This one is showing you how the water from the tank is being distributed. This one is to serve the schools. The schools around the institutions, they are being served from this pipe. This one is going to the water kiosk outside and serving the community. It has a T, and this pipeline is heading about 300 meters away from this location to serve the community. For the pump to function, we have a pump house. The pump now pumps water from the borehole to the elevated tank. The elevated tank is 18 meters high. We installed a 24,000 liters capacity steel tank.
President Uhuru Kenyatta, who has been championing improved service provision during this COVID-19 period, inspected the Kiboro water supply in Mathare, Mathare North Community Water Supply, and Kibera Community Water Supply on 30th June 2020. This was part of the activities marking 100 days of the Nairobi Metropolitan Service. The President hailed NMS and its partners for achievements registered so far, including provision of free water to vulnerable communities.
The evidence of this progress can already be seen. Our neighborhoods are beginning to look cleaner, and we have hundreds of young people, especially those in vulnerable communities in the city, who are today earning a living, and thousands of households are receiving water closer to home.
I open at 8 and close at 6:30 in the evening. People are behaving well here. They are getting free water to control the COVID.
Starting mid-July 2020, we are going to enhance this investment to other parts of the city and also to improve on what we have done. We are also going to include other areas in the metropolis, that is Kiselian, Kitengela, some parts of Thika, Kiadutu, some parts of Kiabu, some parts of Lemuru, some parts of Kikuyu as well, where we still have some informal settlements and people do not have access to water.
In this initiative, according to the Principal Secretary for Water, Sanitation and Irrigation, it is the responsibility of the Nairobi City Water and Sewerage Company to oversee the management of the facilities.
At the end of that, now we call upon the Nairobi Water and Sewerage Company to provide the community-based organizations to run these supplies, because we want to make them owned by the communities themselves, so that they can be able to take care of them.
On the next episode of Corner.
I'm glad you're happy.
There's still a lot to be done. I'm just pleased you're willing to try things my way.
I
just wanted to stop. I wanted to all go away. If there was a pill I could take.
There isn't. So, bite the bullet. Do what you need to do.
So, none of your concern is about my safety?
It is, yours and mine.
Sioni mtu akiwa anajaribu kukuua?
Mimi ni small fish.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam wa ba'd. Enyi ndugu zangu Waislamu, nimerudi tena kuelezea mada yetu ambayo kama tunazungumzia sasa. Qala Allah Ta'ala fi mahkami kitabihi wa wasaina al-insana biwalidayhi husna. Tuliwahusia binadamu kuwatendea wazazi wao wema. Naam, hapa Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala amesema aliwahusia binadamu kuwatendea wazazi wao wema. Wazazi wetu nani na nani? Ni baba na mama. Hii birrul walidaini ni muhimu sana kwetu sisi, kwa sababu Allah Mtume sallallahu alaihi wasallam alituambia aljannatu tahta aqdami ummahat, pepo ziko chini ya nyayo za kina mama zetu. Vile vile